Hello, my name is Elizabeth Keckley, and I was born a slave in rural Virginia. However, I did not let that stop me for even a moment. My master actually offered to purchase my freedom for me in my mid-20s, but I refused. I didn't want to feel like I had anything handed to me. After I purchased my freedom in my mid-30s, I made my way to Washington, D.C., where I quickly found work as a seamstress and personal confidant, and I would like to personally thank very close and dear friend to one Mary Todd Lincoln. Because of this, I became very familiar with the Lincoln White House. It's probably what my legacy is best known for today, and that's why I've come back here today. I've been dead for over a century, and I've been able to rest at ease knowing that the country was in good hands. But all of that changed in 2016. Today, my friends, through means unknown even to me, I have returned from the dead, ironically enough, to mourn my grievances. That's why I'm wearing all black. I mourn for this country. I mourn for the people. I mourn for the office itself. You can see over my right shoulder the White House. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to alarm the guards. Seeing a ghost is probably very upsetting, but not as upsetting as what's going on in that building today. The Trump presidency. Trump's rise to power offends me on a personal level, not only as a woman, which, side note, should offend absolutely every single woman, every single person with a brain, but my God, the 53% of white women who voted for Trump, shame on you. I'm offended, though, primarily as a former slave, not only for the implications of what Trump stands for, the racism, the bigotry, the divisiveness, but simply because, like I said before, I pride myself on never getting anything handed to me, always working for what I've got. Trump, opposite. Trump was handed his wealth, he was handed his empire, and now he's been handed the presidency. And when I think what a sad chapter for the presidency it truly is, I mean, through sheer bullheaded male entitlement and, for lack of better words, stupidity, he now occupies that space. That space where Mr. Lincoln once sat and made the most pivotal decisions this country's ever seen. When I think of what Mr. Lincoln would say if he could see Trump occupying that chair in the Oval Office, the chair that Lincoln occupied with such dignity, with such grace, with such intelligence, I get emotional just thinking about it. And today, November 19th, is actually the anniversary of Mr. Lincoln's delivery of the Gettysburg Address. Could you imagine Trump today delivering a speech like that? I know I cannot, brothers and sisters. I ask you, what example does this man set for our country, for Americans as a whole, but also for the institution of the presidency, the institution Mr. Lincoln fought so hard for? At a time when Lincoln urged unity, togetherness, Trump urges divisiveness. He urges us to examine what makes us different instead of the same. If Lincoln took such a stance during the Civil War, I personally would not have lived to see my freedom. I know my millions of black brothers and sisters in America would not live the lives they live today. And so now I ask you, what does Trump bring to the presidency? What will his legacy be in comparison to a man like Lincoln, in comparison to anybody? I don't know why I've been brought back from the dead. I truly don't. But I think that a part of it might be to share these thoughts with you, to lend my voice to today's debate about history and the intersection of the past and present. Because right now, if our president is any indication, I don't like our future. Thank you.